Welcome back to Adult Play Therapy Uncensored. Once again, I'm your host, the original John 20.
It's your girl Candy K. Lynn.
Jerry P.
And your boy Shaw Tom Shaw.
All right. This segment here, of course, like I say, we got our special guest here, Shaw Tom Shaw right here, you know what I'm saying? And they have a special segment, so we're kind of doing a merge just today.
Pull up the podcast every Monday on dfwiradio.com. You can also find us wherever you listen to your podcast.
Pull up.
Right on. So y'all tune in to pull up. All right, next segment right now, we are going to be discussing family versus friends. Who do you depend on the most? I know I wanted to talk about this because in reality, I've had a couple of friends of mine. I actually got one good friend. And he's like, damn, he cannot stand his family. Just to be honest with you. Like, he feel like his family, his brothers, he don't like them. You know what I'm saying? He don't have any sisters, he got brothers, they be sorry and shit. You know what I'm saying? And he just feels like, his friends have been the only ones there for him. So it's like, at the end of the day, who do you depend on the most? Like, what can we do to help these people out here who's saying, you know something? I really don't give a damn for friends. You know what I'm saying? I love my family. Spend all good time with my mom, my dad, or whatever, or my sisters are best friends, or whatever the case may be. I know, like, in our case, it may be a combination of all, but I think we're such a comedic family that, damn, half the time you don't know if we can't stand each other or we can. But even if we can't stand each other, we're all in each other's faces anyway with some shit.
And even when we can't stand each other, we're going to ride for each other.
We're going to ride on.
Right.
And then we do this thing where we have our, cousins trip.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's because it's a different generation from the generation above us. And I feel like that's something dope that we do. We get together.
Everybody else trying to do it now. You've seen other people.
Trying to do the
Other
cousins
people been
trip.
doing cousins trips now.
Look at that. See?
We've been doing this our whole life. Like,
so this is what we're going to do.
Their families couldn't afford to travel. You
now
see
you being
them people
pissed.
now.
Y'all excuse me for sweating. I've been sweating on my show. But listen, what we're going to probably have to do is we're going to have to record one of these family trips, you know what I'm saying? And then throw an edit and put
Oh,
the Adult Play
man.
Therapy so we can have some fun.
I got Vegas.
You got Vegas?
I'm going to take when I get
Vegas
time, I'm gonna take
2021.
It was
Listen, we need to throw it on there so you can see us acting up. We have fun. We act a fool. You know what I'm saying? So, what y'all think about that?
I think one thing my boyfriend has taught me
Okay.
is your family is what you make it, right? So our biological family we're born into.
Mm-hmm.
Our families we create.
Right.
So whether that's with our husbands and our wives, with our partners, let me say it like that because with our partners we create our lives. With our friends, which for a lot of men become their brothers, or female friends that become our sisters. So we create the family environments that we want, ultimately, as we become adults. And our biological family, sometimes, we as a family had a rough 2020. But there were friends that were a part of some of those family conversations. So it depends on what you decide you want to create for your life. For me, it's a combination of both.
So basically what you're saying is our viewers should feel distraught if they don't have the close family bond that other people have, because you still can utilize and create a family with the friends that are around them, those people that genuinely care about you and love you, right? The ones that are next to you. But we also have to look at it like this too. Now, when you say that's friends, you have to remember the ones that genuinely care about you aren't the ones that got you doing messed up shit.
Right. Those are the ones that you can call. Like you said, it's about, to me, when you create that family environment, it's the people that you can pick up the phone, you can call, they coming. Like, it doesn't matter where in the world it is. It's, you gonna do the same thing for your friends that you consider family that you would do for your family. And you can show up in their family a lot of times and they're like, that's family. So for me, it's a combination of both. I need my friends just as much as I need my family. But usually, if there's major, my family is who I'm going to first, because that's where I've been my whole life.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? It's a little,
It's a sense of normalcy.
yeah, it's a little different when you grow up 7 houses down.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so, if something is going on with me, I know that he knows. I know that he understands. I know there's no question that he's coming. There's no question that my brother is coming. There's no judgment, So the bonds, it's also about the bonds. Like I said, and that's why we create our families as we get older. We're not, even in our family, we have cousins that we're not close to. Like, we love them,
Same here.
but I'm not calling, a couple of them first. They're going to be last. If I need it, I feel like they may come through, but some
Who?
you're not.
Not that oldest one.
It's you're not.
Yeah, no, I totally understand.
Comfortable with it.
I feel like all my friends are my family, right? Like my friends have turned to my family because I don't really deal with too many people because I feel like a lot of people fake. What you realize coming from my family, a lot of families not built the same way, right? It's a little rougher here, right? And when you tell people it's a little rougher, they be like, it's not that. But it's, something gonna be said to where you got offended. If you didn't get offended, you got tough skin. That's how I look at it, right? Because somebody's gonna say something that isn't no. Somebody might say something about corns, or somebody might say something like you never know what's going to come from our family. So my thing is a lot of people don't have. I feel like a person with bad family members also don't have many friends. How often do you see someone who doesn't really have family members also have friends, right? So they're not accustomed to getting along. They're not accustomed to
Getting checked as part of, as
So
Jerry
basically,
said earlier.
so basically,
they're not accustomed to dealing with people.
But
they'll
those
do it
are
in their
our
family,
relationships.
right? So it's about what you're. A lot of people be about what you're accustomed to. I'm accustomed to the close niche family thing. So that's why me and my friends are close niche and we family, right? And that's why it's like that's how we are. Like again, you say we got other cousins, but they really on the outside looking in. Like we on the family vacation, most of them ain't never been on the family vacation with us.
Right.
The cousins trip. They might have went on a family vacation, but a cousin's trip. You know what I'm saying? And again, we want people on the cousin trip where it's gonna be where everybody has a understanding, a bond, and chemistry.
And we want to be
right?
here.
Yeah.
And you want to be here. And we speak because, we were outcast in another family where we got the last name.
Who I They like,
you see what I'm saying?
they like me.
It's, from each side, it's different, right?
They don't
I'm
like you.
I'm not calling.
Speak for yourself.
I'm not calling any of them for anything.
Yeah.
It's just not. It's not. It's not that type of relationship.
It's not
And I feel like
the street,
everything
they'll
is.
jump on.
Don't jump on who?
Oh Lord,
Oh man,
that was
Well,
common.
I just
Remember?
feel like
That was common. Yeah, that was common.
I feel like friendship, though it can be like the greatest thing in the world. Some bonds may be even closer than family. But I can't imagine anyone going to the hospital and for their emergency contact putting a friend's name down.
But I can, and I've seen that before.
Oh, see, I've
Yeah.
never seen it. And
Before they
and I
put
couldn't
their
imagine.
mother and their own father's
Yeah.
name down,
Yeah.
they'll put their best friend or their girlfriend.
But what
I've
about-
never seen it.
What about, and I'm gonna throw it out personally, right? What about like in my situation, in my household, his emergency contact, they're the friend. So I know who to contact anytime something happens because there are biological siblings, but the boys, those are his brothers. That's who I call. That's who make the decisions, and it's just.
So you're not talking about a relationship. You're talking about
When
family still, right?
No, not biological.
Right.
These
right,
are
right,
these
right,
are
friends.
yeah, these are friends.
Yeah, friends,
Yeah.
okay.
And so when I say everything that we do is a relationship that people don't like to understand,
Right.
as cousins we have a relationship as
Yeah.
cousins. We have to strengthen every relationship that we're in. And as Jerry says, sometimes there are people that are just closer to you than your biological siblings.
Yeah.
There are people out here that just have guys that are closer to them than their biological siblings, females that have, because those people want to be there. Those people know how to be there. They know how to be present when you need them to be present.
Yeah.
And I got some friends that are like that, but still, I think I appreciate the concept of friends and family because, at the end of the day, you don't want to wear your friends out. Because
True.
I do have friends that I can contact and talk to, what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like, this is what I'm
yeah,
going
yeah.
through. And they'll be like, I'm going to pray for you. But I don't feel like I would exhaust my friends like I would my family.
I
You know what I'm
agree.
saying? And that's just me, like I told you. There's some of you guys that feel like you'll exhaust your friends before you exhaust your family, and your friends are aware of that, and they understand and they're there for you. But, and I'm not saying that my friends aren't there for me because, going through the crisis I've just gone through this past year, it had been friends who called me every day,
Yeah.
2-3 times a day, and I'm surprised, like, hell, we're friends, but I didn't know we were that cool, like, but it's like, yeah, we cool. We know that if you're away because your father and you're a businessman, you're trying to get things accomplished, so we're not going to ride you over being here and partying with us when we know that you're being responsible. But you're going through a problem, and your problem has me up at night. So I'm calling to see how you feeling because I know if it's not going through, going or happening to me, and I'm up thinking about it.
Yeah.
I can only imagine what you're going through.
Yeah.
And I was getting those calls, and that was something that was helpful for me because I'm like, wow, not only did I say I got a friend, but I actually got to see who they were. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
because they
definitely.
showed themselves. So I can understand how people feel when they say, you know, they prefer friends over family. But I guess in my situation, in my case, I can say that I have family and friends, so I appreciate the combination of both.
Yeah.
But if you don't have family, I would say, you know, allow yourself to lean on those that are around you that
That love
truly
you.
care about
Yeah.
your
Like
life.
when you say lean, you mean lean. You don't mean take advantage of.
Right,
You mean lean. Like I'm heavy on family or friends. Like I'll do for whoever. But the moment where I feel like you starting to get over, I gotta step. And I got a long leash. Like I can let it stretch. But the moment where it stretches, hey, come back. We need to talk. You know what I'm saying? And again, if I can't pull the leash on you, like, hey, we need to talk, you been messing up. You can't be my friend or family member, right? I'm heavy on sports. I say I got the LeBron James personality, but with the Kobe Bryant mentality, right? The mama mentality, which means there's gonna be times if you're struggling on the team. Now Kobe not gonna pull you aside to talk to you. That what LeBron will do. You gotta find the balance. I was like, hey, bro, look, I'm trying my best to be the best friend to you possible, but you're not holding.
Your end up.
You're not right. Like your job is to grab 3 rebounds, had 3 assists, and
you're
set
wrong.
7 screens a game.
Yeah, you're
And
wrong.
you said 2 screens, had 1 rebound, and threw up 15 shots. That's
Nobody
not
that
your
doesn't know
role.
sports knows what you're talking about.
Huh?
Everybody knows.
Nobody that knows doesn't know
That's
sports
their
knows
problem.
what you're talking
Basically what he's saying is-
assists is a pass.
You're not being
Are you-
role.
I'm just
You're
saying,
not
they
being
need to understand what a
participant.
team player is.
Yeah, a participant in this
I got it.
situation.
Because it's easy to want to be the
I
star.
understand.
Everybody want to be the star until the ship starts to sink.
about. And I have a
But
question.
say, if you're not an offense player, nigga, play some defense.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Should our relationships only come in a time of tragedy though? Should we learn how to be present always? Because I know some people aren't sometimes.
But I mean, at least situations does help though. But no, go ahead. I won't cut you off.
No, because I was gonna say it's kind of impossible to be ever present.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And when it comes to family, that's the thread in which you're made from.
Yeah.
And even in my family, you know, there have been some threads that are unraveled. There's been some threads that have been reestablished or whatever. But you know, everybody wants to think of their family as like, you know, strong until y'all go through something. So that's kind of the determining factor of how strong your family is when y'all go through something.
Right.
If y'all pull together and y'all, you know, support each other all the way through and through, like a family's supposed to, then that's what it is. Because some people, it's you know, it's convenient for them to be like, I'm gonna pray for you,
Yeah.
and you know, kind of, you know, go by the wayside. You know, it's convenient for people to do that. So I think you got to just really establish, you know, who's there for you, who loves you, who's there for you in the time of need, and you know, who it wouldn't be a burden for you to be there for in the time of need. Because it's some family you'd be like, damn, I don't even want to pick up the phone.
Because you know they're going to ask for
True.
something.
Yeah, they got
bullshit.
something. Yeah.
You know what I'm
And you
saying?
know what, y'all? That's terrible.
Yeah.
No,
And,
it is.
and I'm not saying like on our end,
But
because
it's
again,
real.
that plate, right? It's only so much
Yeah.
we can put on that plate. And I think that when we have these conversations, I know one of the things that we do on Pull Up is to try to have these conversations to educate people, to give you tips on things that you can do. And like you said, when the family is in the toughest crisis, what are we gonna do? I think that for me, I want everybody to be present, you know, as often as possible, because like there's just certain things I always like equate it to the telephone bill in the family, right? If we're all on the family plan and Mr. Carrington don't pay his phone bill, they're gonna turn all that shit off.
Yeah.
And I just want us, I think it's family, everybody needs to understand. I say like, I'll use us as an example, right? We're open and transparent family. December 23rd, every year of my entire life it's a holiday, right?
Yes.
We know that. There's no reason for everyone not to be present.
I agree.
And for me, I think that if we take on that mindset in families of, we know what our holidays are in the family. You know when your family gets together. You know when your family eats at this point in time. What can we do as a people, you know, that we don't have to wait to things to
But you
change?
said that. What you said next. I'm at the point where if $20 is too much for a family member to chip in, I have an issue with that.
And that's why I
Because you
said we
spend
should-
$20 when you go out to eat.
And that's why we
Especially if
should.
you have a whole year.
Right.
To put your $20 together.
Because what did I say, Jared? What date is it?
23rd.
And you're not
Oh,
even in the
right.
family.
Right.
Like you in the family, like you on the outside of the family because you family, like
I know
right?
that
Because in
makes
time of need, when I looked up, I saw you. You see what I'm
Right,
saying?
right, right.
Like, as Mr. Shaw said, have your money together
It's $20.
and be present. Be off work. Don't tell us you gotta go to work. You know, stuff comes up, but you shouldn't be missing all the time.
Yeah, no.
And that's why I say we need to learn how to be present as a family.
Well, we'll take it like this, you know. We're gonna go ahead and wrap this one up.
And it's $20.
Listen.
Ain't nobody
Hey, you
feeling me
still
on that.
talking
It's
about-
20.
You still talking about
Right.
$20. Listen, if you have a good family, you know what I'm saying? Take the time to
And it's 20.
pay attention to your family and be a good family member. I think that's
Yeah.
really important.
Wow.
You know, and if you feel like, you know, the family is not working the way you may want it to work, like I say, reevaluate yourself to see what you're putting into the family. And then maybe even try to, you know, get the family together to sit down and discuss why we're not as strong of a family as we possibly could be. And then when it comes to friends, of course, a lot of friends have been subjected to playing family to a lot of people, which is a good thing. And if you have that in friends, then also don't take advantage of it, but be appreciative of it too.
Yes.
Don't think yourself little of anybody else who has actual family when you do have friends that have sacrificed and placed themselves in a family position. I mean, that is a beautiful thing to have too, because a lot of people have family but don't have friends. You know, and just take the time to just be appreciative of both situations, but be engaging in both situations also. Make sure that you're present in those situations is what we're basically saying. And if you think you can change one or the other and make it better, you know what I'm saying? Don't be too selfish to not try and do that.
It's real.
You know?
I
But
agree.
hey, appreciate you guys. You know what I'm saying? We enjoyed you. I hope you guys enjoyed that. You know, like I said, you know, this is adult play therapy, uncensored. I'm your guy, the original John 20.
It's your girl Candy K. Lynn.
Jerry P.
Your boy Shot on Shop.
Listen, subscribe, like us, go to our Instagrams and our Facebooks and all our social medias and like it. You know what I'm saying? Send us information, send us questions. You know what I'm saying? Tell us what you feel about the show. Tell us what we can do better, whatever the case may be. But we will be bringing you more episodes. We'll be bringing you more situations, okay? So, you know, we love you guys. Thank y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all have a good one.